So as you can see, I have finished compiling the sprite sheet, and I've saved it as myNewArt.psd. Now we can close Photoshop and switch to Unity, and let's go to Assets, Cards, Images. myNewArt is already there, but Unity thinks it's just one big sprite. So what we do is this. We change texture type to advanced, check the read-write box, set sprite mode to multiple, and then we open the sprite editor. It's still just one big art, so let's click slice. The default options should do it. Click slice again, and as you can see, Unity has correctly determined where different sprites are, so we click apply. Now if your image size was larger than 1024, you need to set the max size to something different. Now let's go to Window, Tools, TCG Editor, and let's create a new database. Click Select Cards Art, and I click on myNewArt. We needed to select it because we are in the TCG Editor right now. The game would use that sprite sheet anyway because it's located in the Cards Images folder, but since the editor is a separate thing, we need to select it. Now let's make a new card. Let's give it a name Skeletal Servant. The type of this card is Creature. Let's set cost to 1, attack to 1, and hit points to 1. Now let's select the art. Here it is. Let's say the skeleton doesn't need any text and doesn't have any abilities. And since we're done with this card, we can click New Card again to make another one. And this time let's make it a land. I'm going to select this forest here and call it a Mystical Forest. The type is land, and it doesn't have any abilities again, but it can have text. A magical forest full of unicorns. Okay, there's a thing that I forgot to mention, and if you don't do it, your cards will look like that, and you don't want that. It's caused by the fact that when images are imported into Unity, there is a parameter that determines the size of the image in-game, and so for cards, you should use the same number that is used for card frames. This is where it is, in Assets, TCG, MISC, Frame, and the parameter is called Pixels to Units, and it's 195 for the card frames. And the bigger the parameter, the smaller the size of the images. So let's go back to cards and set the same number. There you go.